This is the monthly horoscope for Gemini for the month of, for the week of March 6, 2023. And my monthly horoscopes are up. So if you haven't checked that out, check it out at the end of the video. Big energies coming through. The full moon in Virgo on the 7th. And then also on the 7th, Saturn moves into Pisces all in the morning time. The full moon at 7:40 a.m. and then the Saturn in Pisces at 8:35 a.m. So big changes happening. So show your love and support, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share, please. And thank you for everyone who has. I see a lot of new subscriptions on here, so thank you everybody for supporting this channel. So also we have a lot of energy between your 10th and 11th house. So this is a busy time for my gems. Lots going on, busy. For others of you, this is a popular energy time for you, making new friends. You're more about your social life, groups, organizations. You're even more invested in working out at the gym or hitting the gym because you're doing it more like a group. So like with a group of people rather than by yourself, because you guys like to work out in groups and do group things like that. For others of you, a great time for business picking up, or a great time for those of you in media and social media. Jupiter is conjunct with Chiron in the 11th house of friendships, networks, and goals. You're more about other people's responsibility. You're protective of your family members, or you could be taking care of certain people in your life, especially family members or friends who are like family to you. Jupiter is also conjunct with Chiron, and still you have the stellium happening in your 11th house. So there's a lot of conjunctions going on in the 11th house. So there's a lot of emphasis this week on moving forward, on growth, on focusing on other people's responsibilities during this time period, or focusing more on your friendships, on your family members at this time. For others of you, you could be more invested in a group or organization with this energy as well. I feel for some of you here that at this time, I feel like you are kind of like bitchy and complaining about your day at work. Not a lot of people are going to have empathy for you or sympathy for what you do at this time. So don't expect a lot of people like encouraging you, or like they're going to see you as they're jealous of you, basically. And so they're not going to like you're good at this time. Or you could be butting heads with other family members at this time because maybe there's an unequal like sharing of responsibilities during this time period, or they could be going through some kind of depression. You could also be fighting with people online with this energy, and whatever you are depressing about or talking about in the memes, you could find that a lot of people are not going to empathize with you at this time. So don't expect a lot of sympathy or helpful like motivational speeches from other people as well. So I would be careful with that, because other people are just going to tell you to suck it up, buttercup. Then on the 7th at 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the full moon in Virgo, you have a mutable square happening. So change is happening. You need to be adaptable to the changes that are coming up over the next 3 days. So before or after, we could have felt this. So don't expect things to work out exactly as planned. Also, this is a time you may know somebody that's going through changes in their life at this time, and really going through some kind of phase in their life or some kind of spiral, and you see it, and at the same time you are adaptable to this person, and you're trying to be very patient with this person as well. You can be enabling the relationship a little bit, so I would be careful with this, because this could be dealing with a narcissist, or this could turn into a toxic relationship, and you could end up feeling the weight of this relationship later on. So be careful how much you give at this time, because they're kind of crossing your boundaries at this time. So you could also be defending certain people and their behaviors and actions at this time, or even downplaying other people's behaviors or actions towards you with this energy as well. There's a lot of changes coming up, a lot of beautiful changes, kite energy. So you need to be adaptable. This could be updating yourself on the latest and greatest in technology. This could be on the job training happening. For some of you, can be in charge of something very important, and this is an exciting time for your social surroundings. And also you may try to give someone can try to give you advice and try to steer you in a different direction at this time. So I would get a third and a fourth opinion. On the 7th at 8:35 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturn enters Pisces. advancement in career, heavy responsibilities. You may decide this in your 10th house. You may decide to change careers, or for some of you, those of you who are like 40 and older, you can be more about your freedom at this time. So you can be like getting rid of like leaving certain groups or organizations, or even stop like going to work altogether and focus on your side business at this time with this energy as well. You have inner confidence, which helps you build firm foundations in your life to achieve your ambitions. You work solidly to build yourself a secure and firm footing, earning the respect of those around you. For some of you, you have a lot of common sense. Saturn return is happening for those of you like 28, 58, and then add 29 years plus 58. So it continues throughout your life. So it's not your first Saturn return, because somebody's trying to, on the internet world, is trying to tell me like it's your first Saturn return. Bitch, no, it's like your third, fourth, because you got to add 29. So from the time you're born, that's your first Saturn return. That's your first Saturn. Okay, then your second Saturn return happens when you're 29 years old. Then when you're 58, this is like 3 Saturns here, okay, in the same house. And then your fourth one, so like, let me see, 29 plus 58. So your next one's at 87, and then your next one is going to be at 116. So usually you're always going through like these Saturn returns every 29 years. So, and the same thing with Pluto, you won't go through your Pluto return, never, but you will go through 3 like different Pluto cycles, because every 20 years, okay? No, you'll go through more, 20, 40, 50, 60, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. So you'll go through about like 5, some of us, if we make it to 126, so yeah. So these are not like new to us, okay? So at this time, but as we age, I will say this, as we age, the 28 and 29-year-old Saturn returns are always the roughest. They always have the biggest lessons, the biggest karma, okay? But then the 58-year-old ones, not so much. It's kind of like, okay, I've been there, done that. I don't want to do it again, so I'm going to go this way. So it's like we got a different mentality, alrighty? For some of you, I feel this is your nurturing your talents and your beliefs, and you're achieving much more success in the next 2.5 years at this time. You could really be bored of your situation at this time, or even love relationships for some of you. Not all of you, but some of you could be bored with love, so you could be switching it up a little bit. You could be traveling on your own. You could be, you and your partner could be going on vacation at this time to spruce up your marriage with this energy here. Then on the 9th, you will have to become more disciplined. I feel like you can be indifferent about certain situations going on in your life. Traditions, responsibilities, regulations are going through a period of revision and breakdown. Security is often a major concern because the limitations that were in place no longer apply. You may feel vulnerable, find yourself preoccupied with depression, so be careful with that. Or you have to deal with corruption on some level. The old solutions to problems don't work anymore, and you have to find new ways to overcome limitations. This is often a time of austerity periods. You are not so quick to jump into new situations, or this could be something that came up last week and you'll finally make up your mind what you want to do about the situation, and now the opportunity is gone because you waited too long. Alrighty, so this could be overthinking a situation. You can manage your responsibilities well, and you can take care of others in the right way. You bring nurturing energy to your goals. There's also a fixed square happening. So changes coming up this week. You'll be too focused on not changing or breaking habits, so you could be challenged at this time. You can also be stuck in the past and not willing to move forward, so you could be obsessive. You may not like the changes that are coming up. This can be dealing with your financial situation, like paying rent to your parents. The landlord could be evicting you during this time period. This could be you having to move because you're getting a divorce. You may have to get along with less now. You may be stripped down, your life down to changing for the better, but this is like dealing with bare essentials. A financial matter could be more stricter. For some of you, this could actually be dealing with lifestyle changes, and this could be actually dealing with your health and not being able to eat certain foods at this time because certain things are catching up to you. So for some of you, you may not be able to drink or get lit like you used to. You can have clashes of ego with other people because everyone wants to be right or in control of certain situations. This is endings coming up, especially with work, and it can feel like a divorce, or it can be a nasty drifting, falling out of a situation. Friends may not be dependable or reliable, so don't ask for favors. Circumstances at this time can be a loss of a friend due to irreconcilable differences and events or disagreements coming up for you guys this week. Okay. The first card I come up with is the Empress card. For some of you, the focus on mother. You may not be getting along with mother during this time period too. Or for some of you here, this could be you benefiting through mother, and mother could be doing something special for you. Or for some of you, you could be moving. This could be like the fixed energy here, and you could be moving in with mother or moving in with one of your female family members at this time. The Temperance card, I see you're more about your sanity here. I feel like this could be a time where you really need, this person needs to mother you and nurture you, and vice versa, and you may appreciate the loving energy this person brings to you this week. The King of Coins, you can be more focused on career with this energy. You can be coming up with money-making ideas, success in home and in home businesses, and also with careers coming up. The Six of Swords is a time of moving forward and moving on. So whatever is bothering you or troubling you, you're moving on at this time. For others of you, this could be a physical move happening for you this week as well. This could be going on holiday. This could be traveling coming up for some of you here as well. I definitely hear get rich quick schemes coming up for you with this energy. The Six of Cups, you can be enjoying the simpler things in life. I feel like wherever you go, I feel like you're very diplomatic and you tend to make it a point to get along with everybody with this energy. I do feel like you can be the doll baby at work or the star of the show. So this can be a very popular energy time for you. I feel like you're the glue that brings people together here. So you're going to be receiving a lot of attention. The Knight of Wands, new people, new beginnings coming in. I feel like you can be a bit of a social butterfly. Definitely invest it more into your social life this week with this energy as well. The Six of Coins, ooh, lots of sixes. So you're definitely feeling the Libra energy and making it a point to get along with others with this energy. For some of you, this is new experiences, trying new foods, trying new religions, being very open-minded to new experiences that other people could be introducing you through conversations with other people. You could be learning about somebody's culture or their way of life in a different country, which could be very interesting for you during this time period as well. The Ten of Swords, for some of you, certain things may no longer apply in your life. So this could be starting over in certain areas of your life. Certain foundations could be breaking down at this time. This week. The Queen of Wands, I feel for some of you here, you could be watching somebody get the same karma or the same treatment that you got, and this person watched you get it, and now they can be experiencing the same situation that you were experiencing during this time period as well. Okay, the Six of Wands, lots of sixes. Okay, you're like, we get it. You're very diplomatic. You're super friendly. All right, you tolerate a lot of situations at this time. I feel like you're really, you got that stellium happening in your 11th house all over the place. So you're really a lot about your social life. This is a super popular energy time for you as well. You have a lot of influence over other people and you tend to get your way. You're like the doll baby this week. So everybody just kind of like placates to you and wants you to be happy at this time. But you want them to be happy as well. So you make sure that everybody's happy. Everybody's good. You're a very good hostess or host with this energy. I feel also you're neglecting your own or someone else's needs at this time as well, and kind of like focusing more on the group. So be careful with doing that because somebody could be annoyed with you. Maybe you go to a party and then you like leave your boyfriend or girlfriend alone and it's like, what the hell, don't you remember what we were doing here? And you don't spend any time with them because you're off gallivanting with everybody else, and it's like, what the hell? I feel for some of you, a situation or person can bring the worst out of you, but at the same time, you're not going to allow nobody to ruin your fun or your vacation or affect you in any kind of way. You're kind of like, I am here to have fun and a good time. I feel for some of you here, you love chaos. There is some drama happening, but it's okay. You're not allowing it to affect you. For some of you, there could be some haunting memories. You could be triggered at this time. I feel for some of you, you need to work on letting go of the past with this energy as well. For others of you, you could be dealing with some kind of guilt with this energy or regrets at this time this week, okay? I feel for some of you, you could be cutting people off, meaning you're not going to be nice to them anymore. You're not going to show them any kindness anymore. Like you're just like cutting them off, you know, like you're done taking care of them and their situation, and now you're being more about you. For some of you, not all of you, okay? Depends what's going on. The Four of Wands, you could be pleasantly surprised at this time. Joyous energy, happy energy. A lot of wand cards here, so lots of communications going on this week for you. You could also be more invested in your head at this time or spending more time on the internet. Your perspective and outlook on life is going to be changing. You prefer to be by yourself for some of you, or work by yourself rather than working with a team. The Eight of Coins, I feel for some of you here that you could be more focused on work, or you could be obsessed with something that is out of your control at this time, or overthinking a situation this week as well. The Two of Coins, burning the candles at both ends of the stick, so this can be a very busy but productive time for you, so you can get a lot done with these energies this week as well. The Hierophant card, dealing with a group or organization. I feel like prayers are going to be answered for you this week as well. You can be more about your sanity. The Star card, manifesting what you want, hopes and wishes. Doors could be opening up for you as well. You can be taking on more of a leadership position at work or with a group or organization, so there could be some more responsibilities coming up for you this week. The Knight of Coins, the mind on the money and the money on the mind. I feel like for some of you here, you can be dealing with people, even though you could be more serious minded and more focused, other people tend to be about their play and not take things that you do or say very seriously, okay? For some of you, you can be volunteering your time or energy. I feel for others of you, a great time for therapy or receiving therapy or giving therapy to certain people who are going through it during this time period. The Nine of Swords, this is dealing with bouts of depression. I feel be careful with buyer's remorse at this time. Certain purchases that you make this week, you may regret your decision. You may be like, I shouldn't have purchased that, blah, blah, blah. The Seven of Cups, I see thoughts of future. So the reality of the situation, whatever it is that's in your head, is not the reality of the situation, and you're going to be annoyed by that. So I would be careful with certain choices or decisions that you make this week, because whatever you're thinking in your head, like whatever you're purchasing, is not the reality. So you could be very disappointed by certain things. I feel also be careful of people talking you out of your money at this time as well. So you can have lessons with money coming up here. You could be dealing with a scam at this time with this energy. For some of you, you could be intimidated by certain women in your life as well with this energy. The Five of Cups, for some of you, this could be thoughts of mother who has passed. This could be not on speaking terms with mother at this time with this energy here, and fighting with mother, or mother may stop paying for certain things as well, okay? The Two of Cups, for some of you here, I feel that this is a time of empowerment. You could also be moving on from mother as well, and just like you're over her, or you're over certain women in your life this week, and you could just be walking away from the relationship. And I feel like this is going to feel like a time of taking back your power, you know, and not like financially supporting this person anymore, just cutting them all off, okay? The Two of Swords, you're more quiet and to yourself. I feel like you can also be a little bit cerebral and in your head with this energy. The Nine of Cups, my yes card to whatever question I did not answer is yes. Be careful of manipulation and liars, which I feel like you will. I feel like you're going to start like really standing up for yourself and asserting yourself a little bit more, and that's probably because of Saturn and Pisces at this time and dealing with your fears and phobias. The Seven of Swords, for some of you, somebody could be obsessed with you and like sexually obsessed with you. For others of you, this could be working on the self, dealing with a toxic relationship or leaving a toxic relationship at this time because it's not worth it for you. And you may make like an impulse decision and be like, F it, I'm done, and walk away from it. The Lovers card, I see an ending coming up, a divorce happening here, okay? Definitely a breakup, an ending coming up for you. With this energy, for some of you, this could be a love affair. You could be a crushing on somebody, or somebody finds you very sexually attractive as well, okay? And I feel like it's maybe somebody that you know too that finds you sexually attractive. I love you, my gems. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and I'm blurred, and sharing. Kisses.